Coming up, the Jags and Colts face off for the first time this season. They split the series each of the last 3 years, with Jacksonville's lone win in 2020 coming against Indy. It's Week 10, and it's next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is now one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. For the first time, the Jacksonville Jaguars set to go here on offense, led out by the new face of the franchise, the #1 overall pick, of course, from this year's draft. It's Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson.
And I just don't think there's any way to overhype Trevor Lawrence's impact at Clemson. How about these amazing numbers? Over 10,000 yards passing in his 3 seasons as a starter, a 90-17 touchdown interception ratio, and he even ran for 18 scores. Not to mention,
blitz coming, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Lawrence. Connection made with Shenault. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Well, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go play action with Lawrence. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already, and now after that completion, they're set on 1st and goal.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Keep on coming.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 5-yard line with this opening drive yield 6. This is 3rd and goal. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts getting ready to take over for the first time. And you get a look at their 6-year quarterback in his first season wearing the horseshoe. It's Carson Wentz.
And Carson Wentz made the move from Philadelphia to Indianapolis back in mid-February. And although his last season as an Eagle, not one that he wants to remember, he's now reunited with his former offensive coordinator and current Colts head coach Frank Reich, and gets to play behind one of the best offensive lines in football. A great place to resurrect his career.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On the give, this is Mack. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give, running right is Mack. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that third and short?
I was just going to say, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's do this!
Every time I see James Robinson make a run as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line. Here we go. Ready, break.
Lawrence will throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Chris Manhertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Rodgers to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Lawrence going to give this to Robinson, draw play. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first...
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the 2nd half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Steps away to his left, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man left side. It's a tight end, man Hurts. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Their 1st sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And some room to maneuver. Running right through him. Escapes the defender. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Draw play, ETN. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Not much there, only a yard. On 2nd down, it's Robinson, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Here's Rodgers to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Wentz now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Wentz now on 1st down. He dumps this off to Mack, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Wentz. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
They are not ready.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Dancing to his left. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over.
Down, 30 base. 80 weapons.
On first down, Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run. Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D. It's got to be priority 1.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jaguars, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.